What are you doing?
Painting a fence.
What are you doing that for? You should be doing math. Okay, let's go. Let's go.
Let's do some math.
Okay, sounds fun. You know, I think I have some lessons right here. I do! Okay. The first thing we're going to learn today is how to solve two-step equations. Okay, so the first thing that you do is identify the floater number, which is the number that is not connected to the variable, which is f. So in this case, the floater number is 5. So, what you do to the floater number is if it's positive, you subtract it from both sides, and if it's negative, you add it to both sides. So this one is positive, so we'll do minus 5 to both sides. And we're left with 2n equals 8. And then, since you have 2 times n, you do 2 divided by 2, and then 8 divided by 2, and that cancels out. We're left with n equals 4. Wow, that was easy. Let's try another one. Okay, so in this problem, the floater number is 8, and it's positive, so you're going to subtract it from both sides. That cancels out, and you're left with m divided by 5 equals 17 minus 8 is 9. So, what you do, since it's n divided by 5, you're going to multiply it by 5. Multiply by 5. On this side, it cancels out. Left is n equals 9 times 5 is 45. This is fun. Now let's do some multi-step equations. So, in multi-step equations, the first thing you do is combine like terms. The two like terms here are 7n and negative 2n. Don't forget the negative and positive. So, 7n and negative 2n combined is 5n. Then you have minus 1 equals 14. Now what you do is you find the floater like number like in the previous ones, and that's negative 1. So you do plus 1, plus 1. Those cancel out. You're left with 5n equals 15. Got my story. And then 5n divided by 5. Divided by 5. Left with n, those cancel out. 15 divided by 5 equals 3. Now let's try it. Was that a veggie dog? How do you serve this veggie dog? Now let's get back to some math. Okay, for this one we're going to use the distributive property. So, what you do is you do 5, and then times x, and then 5 times negative 3. So what you do is 5x, and then minus 15, plus 2 equals 17. And then what you do is combine like terms, which is in this case, negative 15, 17. So, you have negative 15 plus 2 is negative 13. So you have 5x minus 13 equals 17. Then what you do is find the floater number like we talked about before, which is 13. Negative 13. Excuse me. Okay, so we have plus 13 plus 13. Those cancel out. You're left with 5x equals 7 plus 3 is 10. Carry the 1. And that's 1, 2, 3, 30. Divided by 5. divided by 5. You're left with x equals 6.
Now let's do equations with variables on both sides. Sounds good to me.
So, in these types of problems, since they're on different sides of the equal sign, you can't combine them. So one of them has to cancel out. So since this is positive 3n, we're going to do negative 3n minus 3n. That cancels out. You're left with 26 on this side equals 2n. And then 2n equals 26. So you divide both sides by 2. Those cancel out. You're left with n equals 13.
Let's try another one.
So on this problem, it's the same thing. They can't be combined because they're on different sides of the equal sign. So what you're going to do, since this is positive, subtract 5n from both sides. Those cancel out. You're left with 7 on this side, your equal sign, equals 1m. And 1m is the same as m, so you have m equals 7.
Thanks for teaching me. You're such a good teacher. Why, you're welcome. Whoa, how do you grow facial hair so fast?
It's hereditary.
Oh, okay, let's go to